My biological mom, Kim, told the show that me and my husband abuse physically our children, and that's not the case.
Her telling CPS, well, I'm beating them to death, I'm leaving bruises on them and type stuff like that, and she's trying to turn my discipline into abuse.
Kimberly is lying. She's telling a lie, and she just wants my husband out of the picture.
I feel like Kim is just trying to tear me down and basically get me arrested and put in prison.
I did see a scar on my daughter, and she fell off the bed and she scarred her back on the table.
What Kim is trying to do is turn that into me abusing her.
My child does get spankings. She does get pow-pows, but it's either a tap on the hand or a tap on the butt, or if she sits her mouth off and tell me no, she gets a flick in the mouth. It's a difference between actually beating your kids to where she has bruises than actually sitting here disciplining.
It's like the pop, like a little pop, and if it's on the mouth, it's like that, and if it's on the face, it's like that. It's nothing hard, nothing too serious. It's just something to show her you're not gonna disrespect your parents. This is discipline.
So my granddaughter came to my home on a visit. She did have a mark on her back. It looked like a belt mark. So my daughter said she fell. So I asked my granddaughter, I said, what happened to your back? She said, Dad beat me belt. And she says, Mom pow-pows me. Mom pow-pows me.
Have you or Armani ever hit the daughter with the belt?
No, I'm not gonna lie. In Georgia, it is legal to pop a child with a belt. She got 2 pow-pows with the belt.
You hit your...
I popped her with a belt. I didn't hit her hard. I just
How old was she?
My daughter was what, maybe 2.5? But
Why? Okay, I'm sorry. Why would you hit a child with a belt?
I have whipped my daughter with the belt. Yes, I have.
Oh, you hit her with the belt too?
I have whipped her with the belt.
We asked Armani, have you ever hit your 3-year-old stepdaughter leaving marks or bruises? You answered no. Have you ever hit your son leaving marks or bruises? You answered no. And for both those results, you didn't tell the truth, but you admitted on the show that you did hit him.
Well, yeah, with a belt, yeah.
It didn't leave scars.
You
Marks and bruises.
Marks and bruises. Well, if you hit him with the belt,
Exactly.
you're going to leave marks and bruises, right? Brandy, you took a lie detector test. Have you ever hit your son leaving marks or bruises? You answered no. You told the truth. Have you ever witnessed Armani hitting your son leaving marks or bruises? You answered no. You told the truth.
Exactly. Have
you ever hit your daughter leaving marks or bruises?
Yeah.
You answered no. You did not tell the truth.
I've already said I did.
Have you ever witnessed Armani hitting your daughter leaving marks or bruises? You answered no. You did not tell the truth. Which, you're right, you did say that you did hit the kid, the daughter.
I've never intentionally tried to hurt my child.
The point was, Steve, is the child told me what she told me.
All I'm going to say on that, I keep going back to it. If you hit a child with the belt, then you're intentionally trying to cause marks or bruises. I don't care what anybody says. 7 months after their first appearance, Kim came back with an update, and she was still concerned for the well-being of her grandkids. Watch what happened.
When we got back from the show, the children were in my home. That same night, I returned the children to the mother. We agreed upon for me to pick the children up that Friday for my visitation. My daughter did not show. I had a bad feeling that something was not right. So I went to court. I filed for custody of the children. I was granted temporary custody of the 2 children. I was also granted a writ of habeas corpus, which is a petition that if any law enforcement or agencies are to come in contact with these children, they are to be returned to me immediately. I have also filed a missing persons on both of my grandchildren, which they are still missing to this day.
What is your biggest fear now?
That one of them are going to end up dead.
How hard is it not seeing your grandkids? You don't even know where they're at, right?
No, it's terrifying. I don't sleep. All I do is worry about them, the safety of them, where they're at, where they're staying, if they're getting fed properly, if they're getting the right medical attention. I'm pleading for anybody that sees these children or know where they're at, please contact the authorities. These children are not safe.
Are you worried about your daughter's safety?
Yes, I am.
Because, you know, in the last show, you stated that you believe Armani physically abuses your daughter also.
Yes, he has on numerous occasions. He's been arrested for it. My daughter was about 5 months pregnant with my grandson, and he beat her up while she was pregnant.
All right, Kim, you know, our thoughts are with you. We really hope that your grandchildren are returned to you safely and hopefully very soon.
Thank you.
I'm glad to share that Brandy and her kids were found in early of 2023, safely living in Georgia. Both she and Armani say they had no clue Kim put a missing persons report out on the kids. And today, Brandy is back for more help. This time, she needs a DNA test. Take a look.
It's been 3 years since the last time we were on the show. We no longer hit our children for discipline. When they act up or disrespect us, we will put them in the corner, take their tablets, take their valuables, basically, things that mean something to them. And we see that has more of a behavior effect, and they start to listen more. When we were here last time, the more the focus was on our daughter, but now we're here for our son, and basically I need a DNA test. I was locked up a few years ago, and when I was away for 6 months, my wife, Brandy, admitted to me that she was sleeping with someone else. She said it happened once or 2 times, and I get home from jail after 6 months, and she's immediately pregnant 2 to 3 weeks after, so it really didn't look too well to me. I didn't immediately have doubts. It was just more so like when my friends were coming to me telling me things, it set with me and it started bothering me. And since I had this doubt in my head, in the back of my mind about AJ not being mine, I started stepping out and cheating on her. I wanted to get back at her. I wanted to cause the same pain that she caused me right back. I'm not on his birth certificate. That's because when he was born, I was yet locked up again. So I'm in the midst of getting my name put on there, but me watching him grow, he does act exactly like me. His tendencies, his features, just like me. He has his stubbornness and his hard-headedness, and I know he gets that from both of us, not just me. I hope that the results prove that he is mine. I'm still gonna be there for my family regardless. It's just my main focus now is just getting this out the way, getting the clarification of truth so we can move on and better in our lives as a wife and husband and, you know, mother and father of our 4 beautiful kids.
Why are you back here today?
For a DNA test.
Yeah.
As you see.
You got a lot of drama going on in your life, huh?
I do.
I mean,
do.
you're 25 years old and, like, you know, been on the show a couple times. Your mom's supposed to be her 3rd time.
Right. No, we're here because, of course, my husband believes that my son is not his. Yes.
Your younger son?
Yes.
How old is he now?
He's 3.
Why does he think that the child's not his?
Because when he was in jail, I was with my ex, and I was...
Why did you go to your ex when Armani was in jail?
Because Armani had cheated on me with his ex.
And then went to jail?
And then went to jail.
So while he's in prison, right, you're feeling a little lonely?
Yeah.
Call up the ex. He says, yeah, come on over. Your clothes fell off?
Not that fast, Steve. Not that fast.
But he cheated on you before he went to prison?
Yes.
How'd you find that out?
Through his phone.
Yeah, you went through his phone?
Yes.
What'd you find?
The messages of where he met up with her at the hotel, and I had turned his phone off, and he called me from Shorty's phone.
Who's Shorty?
His ex.
Oh.
He had called me from the girl's phone, and...
Is that her name?
No.
Okay. That's a slang term, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
getting quite old. Can you tell me one?
Okay, one of his friends had his girl put peanut butter on his toe and lick it off. Yeah.
I was hoping for something a little better. So, how many times did you sleep with the ex?
It was the whole 6 months that he was, yes. It was the whole 6 months, it was.
He's cheated since he got out of prison?
Yes.
How many times?
I know about 3, Steve.
You know about 3?
I know about 3.
Why do you stay in a relationship like that?
Because I feel like, as of now, we are married, and married couples can work through anything if you put your minds to it.
I don't know about anything.
I I have some faith.
If I go away for 6 months and somebody's, you know, sleeping with my wife for 6 months.
We weren't married at the time.
But even so, I don't know if I'm coming back to that. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, okay, he gave you an STD, right?
3 times.
3 times.
3 times. 3 times.
Cheating is bad enough. And you were pregnant and you got an
All
STD.
3 times. All 3 times.
I thought we met the past
You gave me 3 STDs and 3 years. It don't even. It don't matter. At the end of the day, no, because you sat here and you put it out there. Okay, I cheated on you, what, 6 months?
You said one
6
time.
months. It was one time.
One time is not a whole 6 damn months. What are you talking about, bro?
6 months, though.
What are you
I
talking
said the
about?
whole. I've already told you that.
We're here for a DNA test.
Okay, let's go. Let's
Straight
get
up,
it,
bro.
Let's get it.
What are you talking about?
Let's get it.
Come on now. You did your dirt, but I ain't gonna expose you like that.
What?
I'm too
It's
real for
okay.
that.
At the end of the day, I already told you. You knew about my ex.
Just know everything
Did
I
you
did
not?
was a reaction
Did you not?
of
But
what
you
you
gave
did.
me what? 3 STDs and what? 3 years, right?
Hey.
3 years.
So you wasn't just trying to have a threesome with one of my boys either?
Damn sure. No. With your boy. Let's keep real.
Okay.
Let's keep.
Who are you sleeping with? You're getting all these STDs.
Hey, pretty women don't, you know, they aren't always clean, so.
Obviously not in your case.
So
okay, Brandy came here and she took a lie detector test. Since June of 2019, while in a relationship with Armani, have you had sexual physical contact with any man besides him? You answered no. Since June of 2019, while in a relationship with Armani, have you had sexual intercourse with any man besides him? She answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Brandy told the truth.
Let's go. Let's go.
Did you say a woman's value is on how many men they slept with?
Yeah.
So the higher the number is, the lower the value.
Yep.
What about men?
We're the conquerors. We don't have to lay on our back.
They're dogs.
Armani took a lie detector test. Excluding the 3 women you confessed to while in a relationship with Brandy, have you had sexual physical contact with any woman besides Brandy? He answered no. Excluding the 3 women you confessed to while in a relationship with Brandy, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman besides Brandy? He answered no. To those 2 questions, Armani told the truth. Did you cheat in any way with the woman who approached Brandy in November of 2022? And he answered yes, he did.
So what, you confessed? So what about the other girl that I asked you about? You slept with her?
I confessed to you talking about.
I wasn't talking about her. You know exactly who I'm talking about. But I'm glad your test results came out that you told the truth. I'm glad. Thank you.
I'm just wondering, this makes you guys stay together and move forward?
Well, we've already talked about that. We said once everything come back the way it is in the hotel room, we're going to move forward with our life and leave everything in the past like it's supposed to. But that's her problem. She holds on to the past.
Closure.
It could be from 5 years ago. And
But you're not
still,
surprised by that, though, are you?
I'm not. It's women tendency, so I'm not surprised by it.
There is one last thing, is this DNA test.
Okay.
What if that comes back and you're not the father?
I'm still going to be there for my son because I was in his
Because
life for 3 years. He knows me as dad.
Yes.
So why would I leave that child, abandon him like that?
That's the most sensible thing you've said. All right, there's been some doubt because, you know, people were sleeping with other people. And timeline could match up, and Armani, you were away. But you came here today to find out that little boy's yours. You took a DNA test. And the result for that DNA test, Armani, is that you are the father of Brandy's 3-year-old son. When did you get married? You're like married a year?
2020.
2020, so you've been married 3 years. You think you'll make 10? Seriously? Yeah, fingers crossed. Well, listen, with marriage, you're all the way in or you're not. And the only way a marriage works if you're all the way in. And you sound like, it seems like you got like 1 foot out, 1 foot in. And I'm just telling you.
That's because I was iffy. Right,
and I'm telling you, if you're gonna see 10, 20, 30 years together, you gotta have both feet in. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Steve.
Nice seeing you, Dan. Do you want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Visit the link in the description to get my help.